before the end of the year.
Okay, between now and next week, start stocking up on the virtual kibbles and bits. We will be checking in with the new generation of Robo-Pups, and they're cuter and smarter than ever. Barton?
You know, Judy, I don't think I want to have anything to do with that.
They're paper trained, don't worry.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Jody. If you have a comment or question about any story appearing on First Business this morning, check us out, www.firstbusiness.tv, or call us 202-973-2080. That's it for us for this Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. For all of us on the First Business News team, I'm Barton Eckert in Washington. Thanks for making us a part of your day. Have a great day. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow.
All-wheel drive available on the 3 Series sedan and sport wagon.
Only at John Holt's BMW, West Henrietta Road.
Sports drinks, not cutting it, okay? What do you bench? 350. Gallons? By the way, your body called. Yeah, looking for some vitamin D and A. Come on! Hey, I found a quarter. Can I get a spot here? Yeah. What are you drinking? Sports drink. Sports drink. Later, sunshine. Well, you just hit the stop button. They got a stop button, or you just stop walking, or you got to. Ow.
Want to play? Milk has 9 essential nutrients active bodies need.
I'm all right. I'm all.
Well, guess what? Get ready for more headaches around Route 441. More construction, if that's possible. A major ramp onto 490 will be shut down today, Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
Live from the 10 NBC studios in downtown Rochester, this is News 10 Today.
Good morning. Welcome to News 10 Today. I'm Gabe Dalmuth.
And I'm Rebecca LeClaire. Day 2
oh, yes,
of our
day
new
2.
team.
You know what I found out? This is absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
I don't feel bad about the newspaper delivery person. I always used to feel guilty about that person having to come to our house that early in the morning. Now, where's the newspaper?
Yeah, you're waiting for him at the door.
There you go.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. We do have some new information on an investigation into a recent murder.
Plus, Lynette Adams this morning will show us how to teach our kids how to use 911 the right way.
And we're going to get to our top stories today, right now, as we get you started. Now, if Route 441 is part of your morning commute, better listen up, because beginning at 9 today, the on-ramp going eastbound from 441 will be shut down for the next 3 days. Crews will begin working on the sewer lines across that ramp. Drivers will see detour signs to get on the expressway at 31F. News 10 NBC has learned that a Rochester man found dead in Ontario County served prison time for sexually abusing 2 children. Thomas Schramm was convicted of fondling 2 young children in Troy, New York. He got out of prison in May of 2000 and was on the sex offender registry. Meanwhile, state police are stopping cars near the scene of the crime in Hopewell in order to find new leads.
We have a follow-up to a deadly truck explosion in the city that we first told you about back in June. The medical examiner says that the man who died in the explosion on Lyndhurst Street committed suicide. The victim was John Huff of King Street. The cab of the truck caught on fire after Huff turned the ignition on. A car accident ends with a car running into a bank. It happened at the HSBC branch at the intersection of University Avenue and Culver Road around 7:30 last night. Police say one of the cars involved in the accident spun out of control, jumped the curb, and went across the lawn. Luckily, no one was injured.
All right, Rich Cornelia is joining us. It doesn't look like that bank's going to be closed today. I think you'll be able to make your deposits or get to the ATM.
Yeah, good news there. And weather, not an issue for today. Kind of a nice, pleasantly cool start with temps in the 50s out there.
When did banks ever close because of weather?
Well, they close for every other reason.
That's true.
Anyway, as we go on for the forecast today, it's looking really good out there. We're going to have bright sunshine from this morning through the afternoon with a nice cool breeze. Temperatures today upper 60s and lower 70s.
All right, thanks a lot. We will check in with Rich in a little bit, okay?
All right, we have big news from California about Congressman Gary Condon. We'll have more on that next.
And some tense moments in Batavia yesterday during a standoff with police. We'll take you there. It's live, local, and up to the minute.
To the list of things that make Dodge Durango just right, add this: your timing. Now get almost $7,500 in finance savings or $2,500 cash allowance. Plus factory-to-dealer incentives that could save you even more. See, compare, drive, Dodge during the Team Dodge sales event.
You'll be comfortable with the best. Turnbull Heating and Air.
Fine-tune your heating equipment by calling the experts at Turnbull. A clean, efficient system will save you money during the months ahead. Call Turnbull for service or for a free estimate to replace your old, inefficient heating system. Call today.
North, south, east, and west. 24/7 we'll be there. You'll be comfortable with the best. Turnbull Heating and Air.
The special warmth of Lopi heat is yours at Bob James Equipment. Autumn is a time for fall fun, but it's also time for a new Lopi heating system, perhaps an efficient wood-burning stove. Or how about the comfort of an automatic pellet stove, or the elegance and convenience of a gas stove or insert? This year, treat your family to the special warmth of the new Lopi heating system, available at Bob James Equipment, Route 31F just east of Fairport, or Route 332 in Canandaigua.
Everything about Jim Smoke Shop is smoking.
A short trip to Jan's Smoke and Craft Shop can save you money with discount prices and tax-free shopping every day of the year. Save on jewelry, soapstone carvings, moccasins, and much more. And you'll love the delicious home-cooked meals at Jan's Sataconee restaurant.
Everything about Jim Smoke Shop is
Jan's Smoke and Craft Shop on the Tonawanda Indian Reservation in Akron.
smoking.
Get ready for a shock. The Irondequoit Dodge boys have zap prices on all 317 vehicles to save you up to an electrifying $7 grand. Irondequoit's 2001 program neons are a hair-raising $97.50 or $159 a month, no down payment. Loaded 2001 program Intrepids are a jolting $14.7 or $249 a month, no down payment. Brand new Dodge Recreation vans with every gizmo and gadget possible are just $259 a month, no down payment. Get the best kind of sticker shock. $7 grand off today at Irondequoit Dodge.
You're watching News 10 Today with Gabe Delman, Rebecca LeClaire, Lynette Adams, and Rich Cornelia in the News 10 NBC Weather Lab. Live, local, and up to the minute.
A very good Tuesday morning. Right now it's going on about 5:36 out there, and we really have a nice start. Clear skies. We're going to have bright sunshine to deal with for most of today. And temperatures will be very pleasantly, seasonably cool for September, only in the upper 60s and low 70s. Let's get you started. A live look at our 10 NBC Weather Lab triple Dopplers. Yesterday we were tracking some showers. Today, nothing in sight. Going to be a nice dry scan as we go on through the entire afternoon. Let's set you up here in the northeast, show you the satellite and radar into motion. We'll be able to point out a couple of interesting features here. Check this out. This is Hurricane Erin spinning off the coast, and it looks like it's headed right towards Cape Cod, right? But good news is that it's begun to spin, and it's going to go out to sea and really not cause anything more than some rough seas for Long Island and New England. For us here in western and central New York, though, just a couple of early morning clouds over the Finger Lakes. Those will clear on out, and then we're going to have clear sailing ahead towards the afternoon. The forecast looking great for today. Up in Brockport, highs expected to be near 70 with sunshine, 72 in Geneseo, Williamson about 69, Phelps 71 with nothing but sunshine and a nice pleasant breeze. Looks like it'll be a fine afternoon to get out and enjoy. Hey, we'll give you the 5-day forecast in just a few minutes, but that's the latest check of your 10 NBC Weather Lab forecast.
Now, with an up-to-the-minute look at traffic, here's Wham's Gary Smith.
And things are looking good so far this morning as you head out. Light volume coming in from the west side on 390 and 490. No expressway problems right now. Over on the east side, we do have our normal lane closures in on 490 at 441. You do have 2 lanes open in each direction. Gulf Avenue Bridge in Pittsford, there may be alternating one-way traffic again today. They'll be telling us a little more about that later on. And this report brought to you by Dorschel Chrysler Dodge Jeep. And I'm Gary Smith, News 10 NBC.
Gary, thank you very much. The murder of Timothy Milgate 6 years ago is still unsolved. The anniversary is coming up this month. Tim's sister, Deb Moyers, helping motivate investigators, keeping the case alive. She's here with us in our newsroom this morning. Deb, first of all, can you tell us about Tim and also refresh our memory about the case itself?
Tim was actually murdered in June of '95, and his case to this date remains unsolved. My mom had taken his children to the movies, and when they returned home, she had found her son laying in the front foyer of her home. And today, it still remains unsolved. As a family, we ride the roller coaster.
And this happened in Greece. Just want to tell.
Right, it happened in the town of Greece, North Greece Road area. Tim was 34 years old. They had 2 children. He and his wife were living in my mom's home at the time, and they had went to the movies, and when they returned, like I said, Tim was laying dead in the foyer of the home.
Have there been any new leads in the last few months?
No. As far as leads, you get phone calls, you get people making innuendos, and when they follow them through, they just are not able to do anything with what they do receive.
Deb, as far as you know, have there been any suspects throughout this entire 6-year span of time?
As far as we know, there are, of course, there's suspects somewhat. It's what they call suspicions, or they have their, investigational thought processes. But as far as pinpointing a name or stating names, you just can't do that. We don't have the material evidence that we need to resolve a crime. If we did, it would be resolved.
Very quickly, what are you doing to keep the investigation going?
Well, I keep Tim's name obviously in the public eye. Over the years, I've been noted, and when are you going to be on TV again, Debbie? I keep his memory alive by running a golf tournament on an annual basis, raising funds for the Children's Miracle Network at Strong. I do different things such as making sure his poster remains hanging in facilities around the community. I keep the investigation alive.
And we appreciate that very much. And Deb, we'll be talking with you just a little bit later on, along with one of the investigators involved in the case.
Yes, you will. Thank you very much,
Thanks for being
Gabe.
with us.
Thank you.
All right. Batavia is quiet this morning, but that was not the case for 2 hours yesterday. Police tell us Fred Crimes barricaded himself in a house with a gun. This happened on Prospect Avenue. After repeated attempts to make contact, police went into the house and arrested Crimes. The standoff ended peacefully, and the Batavia man is under evaluation at St. Jerome's Hospital. Arson is to blame for this fire on Genesee Street we told you about yesterday morning. Fire investigators say the home is vacant, but it was difficult for firefighters to attack the flames because there was so much junk inside, and firefighters had to maneuver around the debris. A 2-year-old boy who fell out of a second-story window is in stable condition this morning at Strong Hospital. Police tell us Kyle Duane fell 14 feet, hit a porch roof, and then landed face first onto a picket fence. It happened on Caroline Street yesterday afternoon. His grandmother tells News 10 NBC that he has a broken jaw and a broken collarbone.
In national news this morning, a California grand jury will not indict Congressman Gary Condon. The grand jury has rejected flight attendant Anne Marie Smith's complaint that Congressman Gary Condon obstructed justice. She claimed he asked her to sign an affidavit stating that they didn't have an affair. The decision was announced by Smith's lawyer last night. Elizabeth Dole is about to enter the race for U.S. Senate. She's expected to announce today that she'll run for the U.S. Senate seat now held by Jesse Helms. The 65-year-old just changed her residency and voting registration from Kansas to North Carolina, where she grew up. President Bush says Congress is tardy when it comes to his education plan. While in Florida, Bush said it's time lawmakers patch up differences over the program. The House and Senate passed rival versions of the plan, both with very different price tags. Speaking of money, let's take a look at how the markets and local stocks will start this morning on Wall Street. The Dow is down. The NASDAQ and S&P 500 gained yesterday. Now, Bausch & Lomb, Constellation, and Corning are all starting today down. Delphi has gained. Eastman Chemical lost, and EDS Gannett Global Crossing gained yesterday. ITT and Paychex both made some advances, and Kodak was down almost $2. Pactiv, RG&E, and Xerox are all down, as well as Tops. Now we get today's business news from Barton Eckert.
Good morning. This Tuesday, the 11th of September. Here's what's happening this morning. Disney says it will try to block any merger of AT&T's broadband unit with AOL Time Warner's cable companies. Disney's top Washington lobbyist tells the Wall Street Journal he'll push to stop the deal unless AOL Time Warner sells off all of its content. That would mean goodbye CNN, goodbye Warner Brothers, goodbye TBS. leaving nothing but the nation's largest cable company. There are more questions this morning concerning the safety of the 2002 Ford Explorer. Ford has requested the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety to delay its crash tests. Ford says it will make some structural changes this fall. Stocks traded almost flat to start out the week when Asian markets overnight in Japan. Stocks were mixed on the slight rise on the NASDAQ here. Amazon and Target are expected to form a partnership to jointly sell goods over the internet. This year, Amazon announced it was taking over the operations of book retailer Borders' website. It also recently struck a deal with Circuit City. Teens online are spending quite a bit of money. The research firm Data Monitor says teenage online spending in the United States and most of Europe accounted for $483 million online in 2000. And that is your first business check of the morning's top business happenings. I'm Barton Eckert in Washington.
Didn't Barton mispronounce that name of that superstore? Is it Target, he said? Is it in
Target.
Target, there you go.
That's how you
pronounce
it.
Rich Canelia's weather forecast is coming up.
And it's National 911 Day. We're going to tell you about that. Plus, you can find out about a new website to check the disciplinary record of your doctor.
The Bills suffer another loss, and is Michael ready to come back? Sports is coming up.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by the YWCA, Renewing Women, Rebuilding Lives.
Shattered lives, broken dreams, fear, despair. For many women, it's a never-ending cycle. The YWCA of Rochester and Monroe County, helping women and families to overcome barriers to stability and success.
YWCA staff were able to believe in me at a time when I was a little doubtful about myself.
If it wasn't for the YWCA for me, today I would not know where I would be.
The YWCA, Renewing Women, Rebuilding Lives.
Giving your health a helping hand. Craft Chiropractic Associates.
For 80 years, your friends and neighbors have trusted the professionals at Craft Chiropractic. Our commitment to your health is greater than ever. You'll see for free at our next Helping Hand seminar. Call now, 427-2180 for details. That's 427-2180.
Giving your health a helping hand. Craft Chiropractic Associates.
For 125 years, it's been one of the premier schools in this area, on the cutting edge of technology and learning, a place that has helped to define Rochester as a progressive and inclusive city. No, it's not one of our local universities or colleges. It's Rochester School for the Deaf, for children from preschool to high school. RSD, a unique part of Rochester since 1876.
RSD thanks the community for its continuing support.
If you're looking for a truck built tough as a rock, look no further than Doyle Chevrolet. Every day on-site and on sale are pickups with payload power you pay less for. There's the all-new Silverado, faster, stronger, smarter. Doyle has cargo vans, passenger cutaways, and step vans. For sport and recreational vehicles, check out the Chevy Blazer, Tahoe, or Tracker. Doyle offers rebates up to $3,000, financing as low as 0.9%, and they're in need of used trucks, so now's the best time to trade. Remember, price and service is why we sell. Doyle Chevrolet Subaru, Ridge Road, Webster.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow Raymore and Flanagan Furniture is doing something quite extraordinary. For 12 delightful hours, it's the extraordinary sale with the most extraordinary credit offer. No deposit, no interest for 2 years. Tomorrow, everything in their colossal inventory is on sale. Yes, absolutely everything. And the credit terms simply smashing. No deposit, no interest for 2 lengthy years. Raymore and Flanagan Furniture. Jolly good show. Tomorrow, 10 a.m.
I want to tell you a story of 2 brand new houses. Both are exactly the same size, but this one uses 30% less energy because it's built to the Energy Star guidelines for new home construction. That means 30% less in energy costs every year you own the home. Just call this number and we'll send you a free video on how to construct to the Energy Star guidelines. Or you can simply look for a new house with the Energy Star symbol on the for sale sign. Without it, you're wasting your energy.
Welcome back. It's 5:47 now on this Tuesday morning. Rich Cornelia is over there in the weather lab joining us.
Yeah, he's alone today. He had his parents here yesterday, and they're delightful folks, by the way.
They're right here in the studio. Now, this is the first time they've ever been to Rochester, right, Rich?
That's right, Rebecca. They had a wonderful time. In fact, my dad was saying, do you think he could commute on JetBlue down to Manhattan because he loved the fact no traffic and that it was fairly inexpensive to live up here compared to Fairfield in Connecticut.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, commuting on a plane every single day, now that's a little bit of a stretch. But
Wait, now, Rich, so what was his favorite restaurant you were telling me? What did he enjoy the most?
The place in Monroe Ave called Woody's. He just couldn't get enough of the wings. He says finally he had chicken wings that were actually tasty, and he had to go back 2 times.
Well, he is officially telling me he's officially welcome to Rochester anytime he wants to.
Yeah, he wants to come back next week, actually.
All right, sounds good.
Anyway, getting back to the weather, they really did pick a beautiful weekend, too. 2 days in the 90s, so nice weather out there. But today, back to some more good conditions. Much cooler, though. Let's check it out in the forecast center. Bus stop conditions this morning. Bright sunshine will develop by about 7 a.m. or so, so plan on the sunglasses later this morning. Clearer and cool right on through the day. Sunrise 6:45. Sunset will be at 7:28. Of course, if you don't have to go to school or work, you might try to get a little last-minute boating up on Lake Ontario. Should be a fine day. Winds light, waves fine. Temperatures, both air and water, 70 degrees with bright sunshine right on through the afternoon. We can check out right now as we go on towards our 10 NBC Weather Lab triple Doppler right now. Nothing in sight. We're going to keep it nice and dry. No clouds, no showers to worry about as we go on through the afternoon. And temperatures outside of our studios coming in at 58 degrees. Over at the airport right now, about 54 degrees with clear skies. Winds are out of the southwest at about 6 miles per hour or so, with temperatures that once again are in the low to middle 50s across a good portion of our region with those clear skies. Humidity not a big problem. Winds are out of the southwest once again at about 6 miles per hour. Check out some more numbers right now across the region. We can see 54 at the airport, 62 Syracuse, 60 degrees down towards Buffalo. And check out the 24-hour temperature change. 15 to 20 degrees cooler this morning than it was yesterday when temps were still holding around 70. But once again, the cold front's gone on by. High pressure's building in from Canada. We're getting a cooler flow out of the northwest. It'll keep us nice and sunshiny this afternoon. Once again, temperatures, though, in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Then for Wednesday, another fine day, a little milder as we get a bit of a southwesterly flow tomorrow afternoon. Temps rebound back into the middle 70s for an afternoon high. So once again, for your Tuesday, lots of sunshine, seasonably cool. High temperatures around 71 for tonight. Mainly clear skies, a bit chilly. Low down near 52 degrees. And check out the 10 NBC Weather Lab 5-day forecast. Wednesday, good. A few showers Thursday morning, then really cool and sunny. Heading into Friday and Saturday with temps in the middle 60s. Gabe?
All right, Rich, thank you very much. Sounds pretty good. The state has launched a new web page where you can check up on your doctor. The State Health Department website has a new consumer health option. It allows you to find out if the state has ever taken any disciplinary action against a doctor. We found some doctors from our area on the website.
The Office of Professional Medical Conduct has been making this information available. It has not been as easily accessible, so it always, I believe, could be made available. But now with the internet and the ability of people to log on from their homes, it certainly is much more accessible.
You can get a direct link to the new web page by logging onto our website at 10nbc.com. Free hepatitis C and diabetes screening will be available all day today for local veterans. Hepatitis C is a dangerous liver disease that can go undetected for years. The free hepatitis C and diabetes screenings will be held today from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Kodak's Theater on the Ridge. It's free with proof of military service. Call 723-1569 for more information. You get all that? All right. Former Miss America Heather French will be at that screening. Researchers have found a dangerous link between birth control pills and disease. Medical reporter Robin DeWind has more in today's medical checkup.
Good morning. Dutch research links birth control pills and menopause hormone supplements with kidney and heart disease. The study found small amounts of a protein in the urine that may signal an increased risk of kidney and heart disease. The increased risk was found in women who'd used either birth control pills or hormone supplements for more than 5 years. Now, while women weren't followed long enough to see whether they developed kidney or heart disease, the study supports other research suggesting that long-term use of oral contraceptives or hormones at menopause may increase risk for cardiovascular disease.
This is interesting data, and the protein in the urine is kind of interesting. It's tantalizing, you know, because it kind of goes along with some other things that we worry about, clotting and strokes and heart disease, especially for women that smoke and being on the pill. But still, they need to follow many women over a long period of time before they can really make that connection.
Now, if you have concerns, you should talk to your own doctor. That's News 10 Today's Medical Checkup. I'll see you with more medical news on Live at 5.
If your family had an emergency, would your child know how to call for help? The National Safe Kids campaign urges parents to teach their children to properly use 911. And Lynette Adams is joining us live at the 911 Center to show us the best way to do that. And Lynette, you and I both have 4-year-olds at home, and this is the lesson that they need to learn.
That's right. And believe it or not, Rebecca, even 4-year-olds can learn how to properly use 911. It's just simply parents sitting down and teaching their children how to do that. And that's what we want to teach you this morning. Steve Cousins is a supervisor here at 911, and he's got a special device that is used in schools to teach young children. But first, we want to talk about the importance of teaching our children to use 911. Why is it so important to teach them at a young age?
We have to remember and realize that children nowadays are home with their parents a lot more, and they are at daycare centers. They're on their own. I don't want to say on their own, but they're away from home, or they are in an area where they may need help. Dialing 911 at a young age is going to be very important in some cases. They may be calling for their parent, they may be calling for their siblings. One of the important things that I can't stress enough is that parents need to sit down with their children and teach them their address, their telephone number, the city, if they live in the city, or the town that they live in a corner nearest to their house, so that we can get help to them on in the fastest way possible.
Okay. Now, I know we're going to demonstrate this later, but tell us about this equipment that you have here.
Certainly. This is a device that was donated to us by Frontier Corporation. It allows us to dial from one telephone to another and actually talk on the telephone with a youngster so that they believe they're talking to the 911 center. Our employees take this into the classroom as young as the kindergarten level and up to about the 3rd or 4th grade. And we work with children and coach them on how to make a 911 call in an emergency.
So even those young children can learn the importance of dialing 911?
Absolutely. Very important that they learn at a young age.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. And coming up later on in our broadcast, again, we're going to demonstrate this and give you more tips on teaching your children to use 911. Rebecca?
All right, thanks a lot, Lynette. We got to get that into our kids' classrooms, huh?
That's right.
All right, thanks, Lynette. Tuition may soon rise at 14 of New York's community colleges. A State University of New York spokesman says a key committee is considering an increase. The campuses, though, were not identified. Students who go to Monroe Community College may soon be able to live in residence halls. The county legislature will vote on that issue of building dorms tonight. They would be built on several acres just north of the academic buildings. There are more than 7,000 full-time students and about as many part-time students, and some travel an hour or more to attend MCC.
I think it'd be good for the students that have to commute here. They drive like an hour, 2 hours back and forth. It's a lot of gas, especially in the winter.
Now, if approved, 3 residence halls would be built to house 400 students. School nurses are busier than ever, and in tonight's Project Education Report, we'll tell you why. Our reporter Elizabeth Shernack will also have some tips if your child needs medication while at school. That's tonight at 6. Will Air Jordan return to the hardwood this season? Here's Rick Hager with sports in a minute.
Good morning. The great Michael Jordan is making another comeback, this time with the Washington Wizards. Jordan spoke with reporters in Chicago last night, and when asked if he was coming back, said, "I'm doing it for the love of the game." Jordan, now 38, said the official announcement would be made in Washington next week. The Buffalo Bills have lost their best defensive player. Linebacker Sam Cowart suffered a slight tear of his right Achilles tendon. He won't need surgery, but Coach Greg Williams said Cowart will be out a significant portion of the season. In the Monday Nighter, the Giants and Broncos played last night in Denver, and there's your final. And it was the Battle of Pittsford in high school soccer. Sutherland played at Mendon. The Knights trailed in the second half until Connor Cunningham got it ahead to Kyle Jackson. It was tied at 1-1, and that's how it ended. Mendon and Sutherland finished tied at 1-1. And in baseball, the Yankees and Red Sox were rained out last night. That's sports this morning. Have a great day.
So what do you think, Air Jordan? Should he go back?
I don't know. I remember him so terrific and top of his game. You kind of don't want to see him back here in case he doesn't.
I always say leave him wanting more, right?
There you go.
Hey, did you hear about that football player at Vermont?
No, but I just saw this is amazing.
This is his name is Boomer. That's probably appropriate because he is 6'7" and weighs 405 pounds. And the problem is, he can't play the game because they can't find a helmet big enough. He has a size 9.
This is like a 16-year-old or 15,
yeah,
16-year-old?
Yeah, he's a teenager in high school, and they're looking for a big helmet. They've even called the pros and college teams, and they're still looking. So poor Boomer is on the sidelines for a while.
He's gonna have to cut down on the maple syrup up there in Vermont, I think, a little bit. And you wonder, why is he sitting on the bench?
Well,
why don't you just sit him on the field? He'll be able to just sit there, block a few lanes, for the running game. So.
Good point, good point. All right, well, this morning's top stories are straight ahead on News 10 Today.
But first, last night's lottery numbers. Here they are, your dailies, 9, 4, 5. Win 4 combination 4, 2, 4, 2. And your take 5 numbers 14, 29, 21, 37, 11. Hike!
One week from Tuesday on the one-hour season premiere of Frasier, all the women he's ever loved come together on the same show. Good God. And they said it couldn't be done.
I am flipped to the Weather Channel to see if hell had indeed frozen over.
What will happen when they come face to face?
Run for your life!
Rita Wilson, Jean Smart, Claire, Lilith, and yes, Diane, together on the one-hour premiere.
5 different meats in one big box.
That would certainly be the Freudian interpretation. The one-hour season premiere of Frasier, 1 week from Tuesday on NBC.
Roadrunner works instantly. It's real high speed.
Roadrunner saves me so much time.
It's always connected online. No dialing in.
I want a music clip. I got it.
I never get cut off in the middle of a session. No delays. None whatsoever.
Just sweet speed.
Everything happens like that. Instantly.
Call now for free installation and your first 3 months for just $19.95 each.
Purchasing or refinancing a home? Rochester Area Mortgage Services has a wide array of mortgage options at the most competitive rates and closing costs. Offering first and second mortgages, VA, FHA, and Sunny Mae loans, 0 to 3% down conventional loans, construction financing, refinancing analysis, and more. With the majority of today's loans being made through mortgage brokers, make the right choice. Visit us online or call Rochester Area Mortgage Services, the Rochester area choice for home financing.
Introducing the next great Jeep idea, Jeep Liberty. Refined for the road, yet always ready for the challenges of nature. Jeep Liberty, incredibly capable, surprisingly affordable.
Can I help you?
Chicken nuggets, please.
Coming up.
They're all white meat, aren't they?
She wants to know if our nuggets are all white meat.
Well, some of it is, I think.
Well, what should I tell her?
At Wendy's, our 99-cent crispy chicken nuggets are big, juicy pieces of all white meat. That's why they're so delicious.
Ma'am, about those nuggets, you need to contact our attorneys.
I sure will.
All white meat chicken nuggets, part of Wendy's Super Value menu.
Now cruise into Wendy's and Biggie size any combo. You could win a Carnival cruise.
For news that's live, local, and up to the minute, stay tuned to 10 NBC.
Get ready for more headaches around Route 441. If you can believe this, more construction. A major ramp onto Route 490 will be shut down today, Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
Live from the 10 NBC studios in downtown Rochester, this is News 10 Today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rebecca LeClaire. It's good to have you along for News 10 Today, and it's good to have my new partner along, Gabe Dowling.
Well, I've been around for a day. You getting sick and tired of me yet?
No.
Huh?
But
we'll wait
ask
another
me
week
Friday.
or so. That's right. Wait till Friday. That's earlier than I thought, as Regis would say. All right, we have some interesting things to talk about, including what happened to a 2-year-old who fell out of a second-story window, plus a car crash that sent a vehicle into a bank at University in Culver.
All right, we also have other stories, so let's get to them right now. News 10 NBC has learned that a Rochester man found dead in Ontario County served prison time for sexually abusing 2 children. Thomas Schramm was convicted of fondling 2 young children in Troy, New York. He got out of prison in May of 2000 and was on the sex offender registry. Meanwhile, state police are stopping cars near the scene of the crime in Hopewell in order to find new leads. Investigators confirmed that Schramm was living his life as a woman named Nicole. Neighbors near his home on Grand Avenue in Rochester say Schramm was planning to move to Canandaigua with an inmate who was released from prison last Thursday. We have a follow-up to a deadly truck explosion in the city that we first told you about back in June. The medical examiner says that the man who died in the explosion on Lyndhurst Street committed suicide. The victim was John Huff of King Street. The cab of the truck caught on fire after Huff turned on the ignition. A Batavia man is under evaluation at a local hospital after causing a police standoff in Batavia yesterday. Fred Crimes barricaded himself inside a house with a gun on Prospect Avenue for 2 hours. After repeated attempts to make contact, police entered the house and arrested Crimes. The standoff ended peacefully. A 2-year-old boy who fell out of a 2-story window is in stable condition this morning at Strong Hospital. Police tell us Kyle Doan fell 14 feet out of a 2nd-story window, hit a porch roof, and then landed face first onto a picket fence. This happened on Caroline Street yesterday afternoon. His grandmother tells News 10 NBC that he has a broken jaw and a broken collarbone.
A car crash ends with a car running into a bank. It happened at the HSBC branch at the intersection of University Avenue and Culver Road around 7:30 last night. Rochester police say an accident at the intersection is to blame. One of the cars spun out of control, jumped the curb, and went across the lawn and then into the bank. Luckily, no one was injured. Well, if Route 441 is part of your morning commute, as it is mine, listen up. Beginning at 9 this morning, the on-ramp going eastbound from 441 will be shut down for the next 3 days. Crews will begin working on the sewer lines across the ramp. Drivers will see detour signs to get on the expressway at 31F, again eastbound. And now more on traffic. Here's Gary Smith. Gary?
Well, so far this morning we're looking good over on the west side, but they will be working again today on 390 northbound and southbound between 490 and 104. Working on the shoulders, the northbound work will begin at 7 o'clock this morning. Police checking on a car fire, 490 eastbound at Plymouth Avenue. And of course, Gabe just told you about the ramp from 441 to 490 eastbound to be closed for the next 3 days starting at 9 o'clock this morning. Also, the Gulf Avenue Bridge in Pittsburgh alternating one-way traffic again today starting at 7 o'clock. Our expressways look good so far. This report brought to you by Dorschel Chrysler Dodge Jeep. I'm Gary Smith, News 10 Today.
Do you remember the old days when there was no construction at 441 and 490 back then? I think you were about 14 years old. And,
It was a cow path back then.
Well,
Right.
you go under that bridge, and you know they're setting the concrete, and so they have to keep it wet and moist. So all of a sudden it just splats you with all this
as you drive
water.
underneath there, that's right.
It's yeah.
Well, you know what it is. It's the mad rush to get all this construction done before the snow starts to fly, which is only a few months away.
That mad rush, I was hoping would start like 2 or 3 years ago.
Anyway, the weather for today, really a beautiful one for anybody who has outdoor plans. Going to be nothing but sunshine this morning into the afternoon. Temperatures pleasant, upper 60s and lower 70s.
All right, sounds very good. Thanks a lot, Rich. He's going to give us the full 5-day forecast when he comes back.
Well, isn't that what he's paid for? That's right. He's got to give us that 5-day
I got to work
deal,
more. It's unbelievable.
Plus, an early morning lesson for parents coming up.
Does your child know how to use 911? I'm Lynette Adams. Coming up, we'll have tips that could save your life. It's live, local, and up to the minute.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Mollier Chevy Olds Buick.
Hey, Dad, I know Chevrolet has some really cool trucks. But why does Mollier have so many?
Because Mollier is one of the biggest new truck dealers in Western New York, and we're growing all the time.
At Mollier, lease a Chevy S10 Extended Cab from only $199 a month, or lease the all-new Chevy Trailblazer from only $299 a month.
Hey, Dad, will all these great trucks be here when I get bigger?
Mollier always has the right vehicle, especially for you, buddy.
Mollier, we always say yes.
You'll find our more loosely constructed suits fit as well in the casual workplace as they do the after-work place.
Tailored comfort at Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Hey, look, there's a guy, and there's another.
Start seeing double. Now Lotto gives you 2 games for $1. 2 chances to win millions. New York Lotto. Hey, you never know.
Shoes from Milan, gloves from Rome. For centuries, the finest leather has come from Italy. And it still does. Like this 100% Italian leather sofa and love seat, just $999. Or this 100% top grain leather living room, an exclusive American signature design. All 4 pieces, only $19.99. High quality, low prices, great values. Now at Value City Furniture. Magnifico.
Look in my eyes. Tell me what you see.
He has a power.
I know certain things, see certain things.
A power to see the past.
You couldn't know?
To predict the future.
Believe me, I know.
And to pass his gift to another.
All you gotta do is find the Queen of Hearts.
Tell me what you see.
This one here. Anthony Hopkins, Hearts in Atlantis. Rated PG-13. Sneak preview September 15th. Starts September 28th.
I can't believe we're doing this. Our own commercial for Vita Health Plan. Dear Mom sent this email.
About how much we liked having so many doctors to choose from.
We like our doctor. He got stickers. How they cover all the stuff like prescriptions. Or bubblegum medicine. We love bubblegum medicine. And how Vita Health Plan saves my mom and dad money. Which means we're going to Florida!
Welcome to a special place where you'll find your spirit soar, where a great new lifestyle is everything you're looking for. Come live the life you've always dreamed. See what quality of life can mean wherever afters live so happily. It's what life was meant to be.
For a limited time, Valley Manor now has a special offering on selected model apartments.
You're watching News 10 Today with Gabe Delman, Rebecca LeClaire, Lynette Adams, and Rich Cornelia in the News 10 NBC Weather Lab. Live, local, and up to the minute.
And a very fine Tuesday morning. Right now it is 6:09 out there, and we've got a beautiful weather day in store for you. Lots of sunshine, clear skies, and pleasantly cool readings. Let's show you why right now. Here's the satellite and radar loop across the entire country of ours. A couple of things to point out. First of all, is a hurricane. This is Hurricane Erin spinning off the east coast, but don't worry about it. Looks very ominous, but it's going to spin out to sea and really not affect anybody. Just some high surf along the northeastern coast. For us, we've got high pressure moving in. We've got clear skies from western central New York westward over all of the Great Lakes. That's a good chunk of nice weather for today, tonight, and tomorrow. And then we'll keep an eye on this weather front. That could be a weather maker for us Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. Right now over at the airport, 54 degrees with clear skies. Winds are light out of the southwest at around 6 miles per hour. A pretty start. You like to get out and do some early morning exercise, no problems with the weather. Then your hometown forecast for today from Albion through Victor to Penn Yan, looking good with sunshine temps, upper 60s, lower 70s. And also looking good up towards Williamson, over towards Brockport at the SUNY campus, 70 degrees with sunshine. Geneseo, the other SUNY campus, 72 with sunshine as well. So the weather's looking fine anywhere you slice it or dice it for this afternoon. And that's the latest check of your 10 NBC Weather Lab forecast. Now we're going to go back to Rebecca.
All righty, thanks a lot, Rich. Well, do your children know how to properly use 911? Today is National 911 Day, and Lynette Adams is joining us live at the 911 Center with tips to help you teach your child how to dial this important number. Lynette?
That's right, Rebecca, and the one thing we want to say is it is very easy to teach your child how to use 911. Steve Cousins is a supervisor here at 911, and we have a 911 call simulator that we're going to use. We're going to do a little role playing. I'm going to be the child, and we're going to show you how you would teach your child how to use 911. So I'm going to dial 911 now.
All right. (911) Center.
Hello, my mommy is not feeling well.
Okay, what's your address?
191 East Avenue.
Okay, is that in the city?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the telephone number you're calling from?
232-1010.
Okay, tell me what's wrong with your mommy.
She's having a hard time breathing.
Okay, how old is your mom?
I think she's 32.
Okay, is she awake right now? Can she talk to you?
Yes, she's talking to me.
Okay, and is she breathing?
Yes.
Okay. Is she able to talk to you normally, or is she talking to you in a different tone of voice?
She's talking to me in a different tone.
Okay.
It's hard for her to talk.
All right, is she completely awake right now?
Yes.
Okay, is she changing colors in any way? Is she getting a little bit pale or blue?
Yes, yes.
All right, is she cold and sweaty by chance?
I don't know.
Okay, does she have a history of heart problems?
I think so. She takes medicine.
Okay, and does she have asthma? Does she have any breathing problems that you know of?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to send the ambulance over, but I want you to stay on the phone with me, okay? Do you have any dogs or cats?
No.
Okay, good. And I want you to, when we hang up the telephone, turn on a light so that the ambulance people and the fire department can find your house easily.
Okay.
I want you to gather up all of your mommy's medications, and I want you to put them in a place where the ambulance people can look at them when they get there, all right?
Okay.
All right, now I want you to watch for the ambulance. And is there anybody else at home with you?
No,
okay.
We're by ourselves.
All right, well, we'll make sure then that the ambulance people take care of you just like they take care of your mom, all right?
Okay.
Okay, watch for the ambulance.
You'll be here soon?
Yes, we will.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Now, that was kind of silly, but simple information, right?
Silly, but something that happens on a regular basis. We do get 911 calls from children, so that's very important that we teach them young how to dial 911 and how to answer our questions appropriately.
All right, thank you very much, and we'll do that demonstrate a little bit later in the show, as well as talk about how you can teach your children some important information.
There's a lot that the kids have to know,
yes,
isn't that true?
That's right.
And there's a lot of questions and dialogue going back and forth, so we need to talk about that with our kids.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks. And are you really 32?
Somewhere around there.
All right, thanks a lot, Lynette. We'll check in with her.
Some kids are paid off. Your mommy's 27.
That's right, and she doesn't change.
$5. That's right.
Hey, you know, we do stories about the heroic work of firefighters and ambulance workers and police officers almost every day.
These people rescue everyday people and all the time, but not all the time. Let me just rephrase that a second. At 6:13 in the morning, 58 degrees. Not all the time do you hear firefighters rescuing kittens. Well, these firefighters in Savannah, Georgia, had their hands full this weekend as they tried rescuing a kitten from a sewage drain. And you see them working, and what they did is they tried everything, even coaxing the cat closer with a can of tuna. Finally, they used a 200-foot fiber optic cable with a camera to see the little kitty, and about 3 hours later, the little guy was somehow free and happy in one of the firefighters' arms, as you see there.
Aww.
We're still not quite sure what did the little cat do. Just
I think it
crawl
was
up
a
the
tuna.
fiber?
Maybe a little catnip.
Jumped up, and there you go.
Right out. All right, we will have more news straight ahead. Stay with us.
Value City Furniture, Ridge Road in Greece, and near Marketplace Mall in Henrietta. You just can't do any better.
This needs your signature immediately, Mr. Jameson. And this. Oh, and don't forget this.
Of all the things you sign off on, this may be the most satisfying. The Lincoln Sign and Drive event, featuring Lincoln LS at $507 a month for 36 months. No down payment, no first month's payment, no security deposit, no cash due at signing. You sign, you drive. $507 a month on the award-winning Lincoln LS. Plus, get Lincoln complimentary maintenance. During the Lincoln Sign and Drive event, see your local Lincoln dealer.
Clover's big September sale is heating up, and for a limited time, you'll save up to 60% on over 100 new above-ground pools, over 200 new spas, plus many scratch and dent items priced below wholesale, including outdoor casual furniture sets and gas grills. And that's not all. Choose from a huge selection of leather pocket pool tables, starting at just $12.99. You'll get huge savings on bars and game tables, too. There are over 200 counter and bar stools on display, starting at just $79, but only for a limited time during the big September sale, and only at Clover.
Mommy, I'm hungry. I'm tired.
I know, honey. I know.
How frightening for a child to have nowhere to sleep, nowhere to call home. Volunteers of America works hard to help break the cycles of homelessness and poverty, but we can't do it alone. Before you trade in your old car, consider donating it to the Volunteers of America. Proceeds from your gift will help those in need. Call 647-1150. Please, donate your car so that no one has to live in one.
Having just one way to express yourself can be frustrating. That's why Singular Wireless offers a range of airtime options. Choose two and create your own plan. Sign up now and get a deal on a cool Nokia. Singular Wireless. What do you have to say?
The
Rochester Athletic Club for Women is celebrating its one-year anniversary in Greece by announcing 2 more new locations. In Pittsford in the Pittsford Colony Plaza across from the Pittsford Plaza. And in Perrington in the Perrington Hills Shopping Center at the corner of routes 250 and 31. Enroll now and take advantage of pre-opening savings of up to $225. For information on Pittsford or Perrington pre-opening savings, visit our information center in the Pittsford Colony Plaza or call 899-6666.
Been waiting all summer for your tax refund check? Well, the wait is over, and these Rochester area retailers have great ways for you to make the most out of your tax dollars. From Boss snowplows to trailer hitches to truck caps, your complete truck accessory store is Custom Truck Creations, Route 96 in Victor. Soyata Computers is now offering laptops. That's one more reason why you gotta Soyata on West Henrietta Road. And for all your back-to-school needs, shop Southtown Plaza, corner of Route 15 and Jefferson Road.
The murder of Timothy Milgate 6 years ago is still unsolved. Tim's sister, Deb Moyer, is helping keep the investigation going. She and Sergeant Patrick Phelan from the Greece Police Department are live in our newsroom this morning. Thank you both for joining us. Deb, let's begin with you again. Refresh our memory about the case.
Tim was murdered June 27, 1995 in my mother's home in Greece. The murder today remains unsolved. We actively keep Timmy's memory alive as well as keeping the case alive at the same time with reward $10,000 still out for his murder, as well as the poster drives, keeping posters up in our community, and I now run an annual golf tournament that raises monies for local charities. And it's our way of keeping our community aware that there's an unsolved homicide and a murder walking free in our community.
And there you see video from the crime scene back in June of 1995. If you can hand the microphone over to Patrick Phelan from the Greece Police Department, and I do want to mention for those of us who remember Jerry Phelan, the Greece Police Chief, you are Jerry's son. I just want to mention that for our viewers. First of all, let us know what you're doing and what you've been able to do the last few months to solve this murder.
We're reviewing the case and re-interviewing witnesses and people with knowledge of Tim Milgate and the family, and trying to establish new leads.
Sergeant Phelan, do we know of any motive in this at this point?
At this point, we don't have a motive. We have several possible motives and theories, and that's all stuff that we're exploring. But we don't have a solid motive at this point.
Are you optimistic this will ever be solved?
Yes, I am optimistic because there are people out there, obviously, that have knowledge about this case. There's at least one person out there that knows who killed Tim Milgate, and there may be more people with knowledge about the crime. And if we can find those people, we can solve this case.
Let me just ask Deb to hold that photo down just a little bit because it's getting glare. That's fine. All right, fine. Thank you very much, both Deb and Pat, for being with us this morning, and we hope that you indeed do solve this terrible murder. We'll now check on morning commute, and here's Gary Smith. Gary.
Expressway traffic still looks good this morning as you get ready to head out. 390 northbound, they'll be working in there again this morning on the shoulders starting at 7 o'clock. That did cause some slowdowns yesterday. Southbound work starts around 9. Watch for a disabled trailer 490 eastbound at Plymouth. It's over on the right shoulder. And over on the other side of town, the ramp from 441 to 490 eastbound will be closed for 3 days starting at 9 o'clock today. And the Gulf Avenue Bridge in Pittsford alternating one-way traffic today starting at 7. This report brought to you by Dorschel Chrysler Dodge Jeep. I'm Gary Smith, News 10 Today.
Gary, thank you very much. It's 6:20 in the morning. It is 58 degrees, and still ahead, we'll tell you which city is willing to pay more than $1 million for a toilet. And it's a new sport to try. Too bad that King Arthur's Knights of the Round Table are not around anymore.
Winners of those will take on each other.
The Chrysler PT Cruiser. The world's never seen anything like it. Get a Chrysler PT Cruiser starting at $16,500, $20,600, nicely equipped.
After 41 years in New York, the longest-running musical in theater history comes to Rochester for a limited engagement. The Fantastics at Downstairs Cabaret Theater. Order tickets now.
Airport Transmission has professionally trained technicians, one-day service, and a nationwide guarantee. Trust your car with Airport Transmission, Rochester's expert for over 30 years.
Relationships established on trust, which endure through results. We are the Financial Partners Group, providing financial strategies for individuals, families, and businesses.
The special warmth of Lopi heat is yours at Bob James Equipment. Autumn is a time for fall fun, but it's also time for a new Lopi heating system, perhaps an efficient wood-burning stove. Or how about the comfort of an automatic pellet stove, or the elegance and convenience of a gas stove or insert? This year, treat your family to the special warmth of the new Lopi heating system, available at Bob James Equipment, Route 31F just east of Fairport, or Route 332 in Canandaigua.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow Raymore and Flanagan Furniture is doing something quite extraordinary. For 12 delightful hours, it's the extraordinary sale with the most extraordinary credit offer. No deposit, no interest for 2 years. Tomorrow, everything in their colossal inventory is on sale. Yes, absolutely everything. And the credit terms simply smashing. No deposit, no interest for 2 lengthy years. Raymore and Flanagan Furniture. Jolly good show. Tomorrow, 10 a.m.
A broken windshield is frustrating enough. Getting it replaced shouldn't be a hassle. Now one call does it all. The new Flower City Auto Glass Call Center. Our trained professionals will handle your insurance claims from beginning to end. We'll file your claim, handle your paperwork, and transfer your stickers. Plus, in most cases, you'll pay nothing. Flower City works directly with your insurance company. Flower City Glass has locations throughout Monroe County, plus our mobile service for at home or at work. When it comes to your auto glass replacement, remember, just one call does it all. Flower City Glass.
It's here, the all-new Jeep Liberty. Rugged dependability with a new head-turning design. And for only $299 a month, Webster makes it easy for you to drive a Liberty home. Or at only $199 a month, Webster makes financing your Neon easier than you think.
Come out and see us. We'll make it easy.
At Webster Chrysler Jeep, it's easier than you think.
Seriously injured? Call Moran and Kufta.
Hey, very good Tuesday morning. Right now it is 6:24 out there, looking really splendid for you out there today. Maybe just a few wispy clouds early, but then bright sunshine through a good chunk of the afternoon. But let's quickly get you up to date on the tropics. There is a pretty good hurricane still spinning off the Atlantic Ocean. Just missed Bermuda yesterday. But the good news with this system now, even though it looks pretty strong, the winds are down to 90 miles per hour, and it has made the turn, is now headed out to sea, so it will not be a threat to Long Island, Rhode Island, Cape Cod, or the Boston area. It's just going to go out to sea and throw out some big waves, so that's good. That, is, of course, is Hurricane Erin, which is weakening and moving away. Down here, though, is our next system. Still a tropical wave down here, tropical depression, so to speak. It could form into Felix over the next few days, and we'll, of course, be keeping a close eye on the tropics as they are fairly active right now out in the Atlantic Ocean. Getting back to home, though, a lot of people going off to school today. You want to check out that bus stop forecast. Should not be any problems as you're waiting for the big yellow bus to come down your roadway. Bright sunshine should form around 7 a.m. or so. Pack the sunglasses could be a good idea. Otherwise, clear and cool right on throughout today. The sunrise will be in about 20 minutes, officially 6:45. The sunset, 7:28, a little later on this evening. Now, after you go to the bus stop, you don't have to bring an umbrella today. Why? Because it's not going to rain. Take a look at our live 10 NBC Weather Lab triple Dopplers. No showers anywhere in sight. No organized systems. No real cloudiness around, so we're not going to have to deal with any raindrops in the forecast for today. Outside of our studios right now, 58 degrees, and across the rest of the state, shaping up like this: 61 Syracuse, 50 in Elmira. So kind of a cool morning. You like to get out early, you like to wander around a little bit, take a walk, do a jog, whatever. It's going to be great because the temperatures, compared to this time yesterday, 21 degrees cooler at the airport today than it was yesterday. We were sitting in the low to mid 70s, very muggy on your Monday morning, but today much more pleasant with clear skies, 53 degrees officially, west-southwesterly winds at 3 miles per hour. Here's the sunshine we're going to expect for today and into the afternoon. High pressure is moving down from Canada. That'll keep a nice cool breeze in place this afternoon. And then that high will move to the east for Wednesday. That'll give us a milder flow by Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures back into the middle 70s for the middle of the week. So once again, today 71 with sunshine, seasonably cool readings this afternoon. Tonight, mainly clear skies, a bit chilly. Once again, 40s and 50s for a low. Wednesday night, 76 rain showers for you on Thursday morning. That's the latest check of your 10 NBC Weather Lab 5-day forecast. Gabe?
Rich, thank you very much. Our next story is with all due respect to you and the fine work you do here day in and day out. A new round in the battle over high-tech toilets in the city of Seattle. Look at these self-cleaning toilets. A plan in Seattle is calling for spending $6 million for just 5 of these toilets. The Seattle City Council says they're needed for tourists and homeless people. Don't get me started.
I guess not. Well, what do you get when Generation X meets medieval times? You get bicycle jousting. Now, bicycle jousting is a new sport for these guys in Anchorage, Alaska. The rules are pretty simple. You just go fast and knock the other rider off. But the main goal is to have fun, of course. And so this club is hoping that bicycle jousting will catch on.
Then once they're off their bikes, anything goes. Is that the deal?
Oh, you got to wear, what is that, armor? Yeah, armor in order to survive bicycle jousting. I don't know. All right, well, we've got this morning's top stories coming up next on News 10 Today.
The first last night's lottery numbers, here they are, your dailies, 9, 4, 5, and your win 4 numbers, 4, 2, 4, 2. Take 5 numbers, 14, 29, 21, 37, 11.
You're watching News 10 Today with Gabe Delman, Rebecca LeClaire, Lynette Adams, and Rich Cornelia in the News 10 NBC Weather Lab. Live, local, and up to the minute.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Dare to compare Mercury at the Mercury Summer Sales Event. There's 0.9 financing on every new 2001 Mercury, including the roomy V8-powered Mercury Grand Marquis, now with your choice of low 0.9% APR financing or $2,000 cash back. Click on daretocomparemercury.com and see how the 2001 Grand Marquis GS is over $2,300 less than the 2001 Buick LeSabre Custom SE. Then dare to compare Mercury at the Mercury Summer Sales Event.
Announcing the package sale at Value City Furniture. Great looks at tremendous prices.
Just look at this beautiful 5-piece dinette, only $349.
The occasional tables match the dinette. Get all 3 for just $169. And the sofa and love seat for only $699.
And complete your modern home with this stunning 7-piece Italian wall bed, just $799.
High quality, low prices, great values.
Value City Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Come for lunch, come for dinner, come for fun. Oktoberfest at Irondequoit, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A celebration of German music, dancing, food, and fun for the whole family. You'll enjoy musical friends like the Saxons, the Stratton Mountain Boys, Die Lustigen Almdudler, and thrill to the great sounds of the Bodensee Express and master yodeler Richard Brandl. Oktoberfest at Irondequoit, Camp Eastman, Lakeshore Boulevard, just west of Durand Eastman Park. Gates open daily at noon.
Who can resist this taste? Now you can bid on Cow Wannabe or your favorite during the Horses on Parade online auction. Go to horsesonparade.org and place your bid while there's still time. Sponsored by M&T Bank and the DNC. This online auction leads up to our live auction on September 15th. The best part, it all benefits local charities, so bid often and bid high. Pick up your auction guides at any M&T Bank location. To get tickets, contact Ticketmaster or Ticket Express.
It all starts here with a free game piece at checkout. Wegmans Fall Fantasy Game. Collect and win or win instantly. A trip to the biggest show in football. Free food. A family vacation to California. A food lover's weekend in New York. Big screen TVs, $1,000 gift cards, thousands of instant prizes, and a grand prize of $250,000. Wegmans Fall Fantasy Game. Play today. It'll blow you away.
Agway Energy Products welcomes heating oil and propane customers to the comfort of home. Give high fuel bills the cold shoulder this winter. Right now, as part of Agway's Smart Buy program, you are protected against high prices. So give us a call at 436-4000. With automatic delivery, heating oil and propane homes are assured of convenience, peace of mind, and warmth all winter long. With Agway Energy Products, you will always feel warm at home. Call 436-4000 to schedule service.
Well, guess what? Get ready for more headaches around the 441 construction site. A ramp onto 490 will be shut down today, Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
Live from the 10 NBC studios in downtown Rochester, this is News 10 Today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rebecca LeClaire along with Gabe Delmuth. He's getting used to the early morning hour. Second day.
So I've been doing this all my life, it feels.
Well, everybody has to get up every day, yeah, but you have to be on air all your life, right? We're going to check in with our traffic reporter in just a few minutes to talk more about that 441
All right, thanks a lot, Rebecca.
situation.
Some of you will be driving to the polls today. This is a primary day, and voting will start at noon and go until 9 tonight. Mostly these are local contests in towns and villages in the area. News 10 NBC has learned that a Rochester man found dead in Ontario County served prison time for sexually abusing 2 children. Thomas Schramm was convicted of fondling 2 young children in Troy, New York. He got out of prison in May of 2000 and was on the sex offender registry. Meanwhile, state police are stopping cars near the scene of the crime in Hopewell in order to find new leads. Friends of Thomas Schramm say that he was meeting a man who was just released from prison. Investigators would not comment on that relationship. They did tell us that they don't believe Schramm's cross-dressing factored into the motive.
To this point, we don't feel that the lifestyle of the victim had any bearing on the reason for his death. So this is a straightforward homicide investigation, and we're pursuing it as such.
There's no indication that this was a hate crime?
There is no indication that this was a hate crime.
A man and his son found Schramm's body Friday night while out walking their dog. We have a follow-up to a deadly truck explosion in the city that we first told you about back in June. The medical examiner says that the man who died in that explosion on Lyndhurst Street committed suicide. The victim was John Huff of King Street. The cab of the truck caught on fire after Huff turned the ignition on.
A car accident ends with a car running into a bank. This happened at the HSBC branch at the intersection of University Avenue and Culver Road around 7:30 last night. Rochester police say the accident at the intersection is to blame. Now, one of the cars spun out of control, jumped the curb, and went across the lawn into the bank. Luckily, no one was injured. If Route 441 is part of your morning commute, you better listen up, because beginning at 9 this morning, the on-ramp going eastbound from 441 is going to be shut down for the next 3 days. Crews are going to begin working on the sewer lines that go across that ramp. Drivers are going to see detour signs so they can get on the expressway at 31F and avoid that area. Time now to get a check on the morning commute with WHAM's Gary Smith.
Things are looking good as you head out this morning. So far, so good on the expressways over on the west side. 390 northbound and southbound between 490 and 104. They'll be working on the shoulders again today. Work begins in the northbound lanes at 7 o'clock, and you will have a lane closure there. Watch for a disabled trailer 490 eastbound at Plymouth Avenue. It's over on the right shoulder. And over on the east side of town, expressway is working well right now. The Gulf Avenue Bridge in Pittsford will have alternating one-way traffic again today, starting at 7 o'clock. This report brought to you by Dorschel Chrysler Dodge Jeep. I'm Gary Smith, News 10 Today.
Actually, a nice day for morning commute. It's nice and clear out there. Temperature's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, not bad, and the sun's starting to rise a little later and later each day, so if you get out early at least, there's less sun in your windshield at least to slow you down, because it is going to be bright out there as we go on through today.
It's been incredible, though, but it's starting to feel like fall. Leaves are beginning to come down, and
it happens every year, and we're just heading, September is kind of one of those transition months into October is really when fall really gets going. But it's going to feel it today. We got a cool start. We're going to have a cool afternoon with highs today only in the upper 60s and lower 70s out there. So if you enjoy outdoor activities, the feel of fall, this is one to definitely take advantage of.
All right, we're going to get that full forecast, the 5-day forecast, when you come back a little bit later.
That's what we pay for, and we demand service.
It will be up in a few minutes.
All right.
All right, and do you know what exotic farming is? We'll show you next.
Does your child know how to use 911? I'm Lynette Adams. Coming up, we'll have tips that could save your life. It's live, local, and up to the minute.
If you see news happen, call the News 10 NBC hotline at 232-1010 or star 10 on your Verizon Wireless phone. Join in, a service brought to you by Verizon Wireless.
I'm curious, son, why did you choose this car?
Well, Dad, everybody knows you can count on a Honda. Reliable as the day is long, and the quality is legendary.
But it's so unlike you to choose something so sensible.
It's time I made intelligent choices.
I'm very proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad.
The Accord LX from Honda.
Now lease a 2002 Accord LX for $239 a month for 39 months.
All-wheel drive available on the 3 Series sedan and sport wagon.
Only at John Holt's BMW, West Henrietta Road.
It's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place. Beautiful people everywhere, the way they show they care makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow Raymore and Flanagan Furniture is doing something quite extraordinary. For 12 delightful hours, it's the extraordinary sale with the most extraordinary credit offer. No deposit, no interest for 2 years. Tomorrow, everything in their colossal inventory is on sale. Yes, absolutely everything. And the credit terms simply smashing. No deposit, no interest for 2 lengthy years. Raymore and Flanagan Furniture. Jolly good show. Tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Shattered lives, broken dreams, fear, despair. For many women, it's a never-ending cycle. The YWCA of Rochester and Monroe County, helping women and families to overcome barriers to stability and success.
YWCA staff were able to believe in me at a time when I was a little doubtful about myself.
If it wasn't for the YWCA for me, today I would not know where I would be.
The YWCA, renewing women, rebuilding lives.
Welcome back, everybody. Rich Keneally's jumping in here to talk to us from the Weather Lab at 6:38. And we're also going to be dealing with the Today Show coming up at 7 o'clock.
I was going to say, you need to be in place, you know, in the appointed time there, Rich.
Alex, I was just trying to get the Skycam shot ready, but I think we'll be able to use it in just a few
Hey, you know
minutes.
what? We have information later on the Today Show, I guess, about the Farmer's Almanac and what it predicts for the upcoming winter. So I'm not even sure if we need you anymore. You know, we got the Farmer's Almanac.
Hey, that's fine. I'll sleep in if that's what you want to go by. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, they have some kind of secret formula they supposedly use to print out some things, and occasionally they get it right. But you know, if you guess enough, Gabe, even you would get the weather right every once in a while.
50-50.
Absolutely right. All right, what's coming up? A pretty decent day again.
Oh, it's looking really spectacular out there. We're going to have a bright sunrise in just a few minutes. It's going to be looking good as we go on through the entire afternoon. Let's show you the bus stop weather right now. We'll get you started so far this morning. Looking good with bright sunshine coming in around 7 a.m. Sunrise about 6 minutes from now. Then just cool and clear right on throughout the day. The sunrise will take place just a little bit later at around 7:28 or so this evening. So just plenty of hours to get out and enjoy what will be a fantastic weather day across all of central western New York and the Finger Lakes. So with that in mind, live look at our 10 NBC Weather Lab triple Dopplers behind me. We got all our scans in place. Buffalo, Brockport, and Syracuse are going diligently, spinning around looking for some rain showers. There just aren't any out there because we don't have any clouds to speak of. So no clouds, no showers to worry about so far today. Check it out downtown right now, 58 degrees. A real comfortable, nice morning to get out and enjoy if you like the early part of the day. And this is our live shot of our Brighton Sky Cam right now, and you can see that we do have pretty much clear skies, just a few, what could be a couple wispy clouds on a couple of areas out there. Otherwise, it should be a fine morning and leading into a fine midday, good afternoon as well, and looking forward to a fine evening as we go on towards the rest of the afternoon. Here's a beach and boating graphic for you right now. If you're going to head up to the lake, it should be good. Winds will be out of the northwest, 8 to 16, 1 to 2 foot waves. Temperatures, air and water, both at 70, with plenty of sunshine through the afternoon. Check it out across the rest of the state. 59 in Buffalo, 61 in Syracuse, 50 Elmira, officially at the airport. 53 degrees right now with clear skies. Just a few fair weather clouds out there. Winds are out of the west-southwest at about 3 miles per hour. Once again, the temperature change from yesterday, pretty significant. It was very warm, very humid yesterday in the 70s, so we're 20 degrees cooler in the 50s so far this morning as high pressures moved in from Canada. Dry air, cool air, Sunshine-filled air will be our rule as we go towards this afternoon. And it looks like a great day for Wednesday as well. Even milder. We'll warm it up a bit for tomorrow. So recapping them today, lots of sunshine, seasonably cool. Highs around 71. For tonight, mainly clear skies, a bit chilly, low down to 52. And check it out, Wednesday, 76 and sunny. Thursday, a few morning showers. Friday, and headed into the weekend, some sunshine temps in the middle 60s Friday and Saturday. A bit of a chill in the air to round out the week. And that's the latest check of your 10 NBC Weather Lab 5-day forecast.
Now, with an up-to-the-minute look at traffic, here's Wham's Gary Smith.
Well, looking at our traffic this morning over on the west side, things are still looking good expressway-wise. 390 northbound between 490 and 104. They'll be milling and paving the shoulders again. Work begins this morning at 7 o'clock on the northbound lanes. Disabled trailer 490 eastbound at Plymouth over on the right shoulder in the city. A pedestrian struck at Colfax and Emerson. And on the east side, Gulf Avenue Bridge in Pittsford, alternating one-way traffic again today starting at 7 o'clock. And this report brought to you by Dorschel Chrysler Dodge Jeep. I'm Gary Smith, News 10 Today.
Thanks, Gary. Glad you could jump in there as well.
Got worried there a minute. My job function here, I thought maybe we'd run out and just in case Gary doesn't show up, just run out to traffic and find a lot of people would suggest that I do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you shouldn't run into traffic, Gabe.
All right.
Be safer.
Hey, talk about traffic. Route 441, some more delays expected. If you use that part of your commute in the morning, 441, the on-ramp to 490 eastbound will be shut down for the next 3 days. Crews will begin working on the sewer lines across that ramp. Again, the eastbound ramp to 490 at 441. Drivers will see detour signs to get on the expressway at 31F instead. A 2-year-old boy who fell out of a 2-story window is in stable condition this morning at Strong Hospital. Police tell us that Kyle Duane fell 14 feet out of a 2nd-story window, hit a porch roof, and landed face first onto a picket fence. It happened on Caroline Street yesterday afternoon. His grandmother tells News 10 NBC he has a broken jaw and a broken collarbone. And police are still looking for leads in the murder of Thomas Schramm. His body was found Friday by 2 hikers in Hopewell. News 10 NBC has learned that a Rochester man found dead in Ontario County served prison time for sexually abusing 2 children.
In other headlines now, a Batavia man is under evaluation at a local hospital today after causing a police standoff in Batavia yesterday. Fred Crimes barricaded himself in a house with a gun on Prospect Avenue for 2 hours. After repeated attempts to make contact, police entered the house and arrested Crimes. The standoff ended peacefully. Arson is to blame for this fire on Genesee Street early Monday morning. We told you about it yesterday. Fire investigators say the house is vacant, and firefighters say they had to maneuver around lots of debris inside, and that was making it hard to put out that fire.
Well, many of us enjoy a good steak every so often, if you have you ever thought about maybe bison meat or buffalo meat? A local farmer is raising these animals in Bloomfield, Ontario County. Andrea Scott is an exotic farmer. You and your husband Oliver, I guess,
yes,
are both doing this, and you join us live right now from your farm. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning.
All right, we're talking about bison, buffalo. What other kinds of animals do you raise?
We have these Highland cattle that...
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
With a long hair, long fur.
Uh-huh.
From Scotland, I guess.
Yes.
And what else?
Horses, and really that's about it.
Now, you raise horses for
No, horses are strictly for pleasure.
All right, and what about that Highland, what about the Highland cattle? Do you raise that for meat as well, or?
Mostly for breeding stock. We show them, and, they're, we do butcher some of the bulls, the steers. That's when they go to my husband, and he kind of takes over that operation.
Uh-huh. And do you find there's a pretty significant demand for bison meat, buffalo meat right now?
The interest has peaked just amazingly in the last few years. When we first started back in 1972, pretty much nobody ate buffalo meat. But now the Buffalo Association actually did an excellent job in promoting the beef, the buffalo meat, and there's been a great interest in it.
Andrea, let me ask you this. Do you have people come by your farm just to kind of gawk and look from time to time?
Yeah, weekends there's a traffic jam out here with people looking at the buffalo and the boar and the Highlands. And we do have a little store out here that we sell the meat.
All right. Now, there is one concern. Of course, we've heard a lot about mad cow disease in recent years. Do you have any concern about that at all with your stock?
No, we don't. We, in fact, back a few years ago, we did have one of the imported bulls from Great Britain, and the state put him down, and they tested it, and there was nothing wrong with him.
I want you to know that that little animal standing by your side there, that little Highland cow, is enjoying the grooming.
Oh, she loves to be combed.
Is that right? Great. Andrea Scott, thank you very much. Say hi to Oliver for us, and we appreciate you being with us early this morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right.
Now we're going to go on to other stories today from national news. A California grand jury will not indict Congressman Gary Condit. The grand jury has rejected Flight Attendant Anne Marie Smith's complaint that Congressman Gary Condit obstructed justice. She claimed he asked her to sign an affidavit stating that they did not have an affair. The decision was announced by Smith's lawyer last night. Elizabeth Dole is about to enter the race for U.S. Senate. She's expected to announce today that she'll run for the U.S. Senate seat now held by Jesse Helms. The 65-year-old just changed her residency and voting registration from Kansas to North Carolina, which is the state where she grew up in. Now let's take a look at local stocks and where they're going to start out this morning on Wall Street. Also, the markets. Dow is down while the NASDAQ and S&P 500 gained yesterday. Now, Bausch & Lomb, Constellation, and Corning are all starting the day down. Delphi is up. Eastman Chemical lost, and EDS, Gannett, and Global Crossing gained yesterday. ITT, Paychex, they both gained. Kodak was down almost $2. Pactiv, Argini, Tops, and Xerox are all down this morning. And now we have today's business news from Barton Eckert.
Good morning. This Tuesday, the 11th of September. Here's what's happening this morning. Disney says it will try to block any merger of AT&T's broadband unit with AOL Time Warner's cable companies. Disney's top Washington lobbyist tells the Wall Street Journal he'll push to stop the deal unless AOL Time Warner sells off all of its content. That would mean goodbye CNN, goodbye Warner Brothers, goodbye TBS, leaving nothing but the nation's largest cable company. There are more questions this morning concerning the safety of the 2002 Ford Explorer. Ford has requested the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety to delay its crash tests. Ford says it will make some structural changes this fall. Stocks traded almost flat to start out the week when Asian markets overnight in Japan. Stocks were mixed on the slight rise on the NASDAQ here. Amazon and Target are expected to form a partnership to jointly sell goods over the internet. This year, Amazon announced it was taking over the operations of book retailer Borders' website. It also recently struck a deal with Circuit City. Teens online are spending quite a bit of money. The research firm Data Monitor says teenage online spending in the United States and most of Europe accounted for $483 million online in 2000. And that is your first business check of the morning's top business happenings. I'm Barton Eckert.
There will be free hepatitis C and diabetes screening available all day today for local veterans. Hepatitis C, as you know, is a dangerous liver disease that can go undetected for years. The free hepatitis C and diabetes screenings will be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Kodak's Theater on the Ridge for veterans. Again, this is free with the proof of military service. You can call 723-1569 for more information. And former Miss America Heather French will be at that screening. The state has launched a new web page where you can check up on your doctor. The state health department website has a new consumer health option. It allows you to find out if the state has ever taken any disciplinary action against a doctor. Incidentally, we found some doctors from our area on that site.
The Office of Professional Medical Conduct has been making this information available. It has not been as easily accessible, so it always, I believe, could be made available. But now with the internet and the ability of people to log on from their homes, it certainly is much more accessible.
You can get a direct link to the new web page by logging on to our website at 10NBC.com. Researchers have found a dangerous link between birth control pills and disease. Medical reporter Robin DeWind has more in today's medical checkup.
Good morning. Dutch research links birth control pills and menopause hormone supplements with kidney and heart disease. The study found small amounts of a protein in the urine that may signal an increased risk of kidney and heart disease. The increased risk was found in women who used either birth control pills or hormone supplements for more than 5 years. Now, while women weren't followed long enough to to see whether they develop kidney or heart disease. The study supports other research suggesting that long-term use of oral contraceptives or hormones at menopause may increase risk for cardiovascular disease.
This is interesting data, and the protein in the urine is kind of interesting. It's tantalizing, you know, because it kind of goes along with some other things that we worry about, clotting and strokes and heart disease, especially for women that smoke and being on the pill. But still, they need to follow many women over a long period of time before they can really make that connection.
Now, if you have concerns, you should talk to your own doctor. That's News 10 Today's Medical Checkup. I'll see you with more medical news on Live at 5.
Thanks, Robin. Now, if your family had an emergency, would your child know how to call for help? The National Safe Kids campaign urges parents to teach their children to properly use 911, and Lynette Adams is joining us live at the 911 Center. Now, this is National 911 Day.
That's right, and the focus is on teaching children how to properly use 911, and it's really easy. This morning, Steve Cousins, who is a supervisor here at 911, is helping us with a 911 call simulator to show parents how to use 911 and how to teach their children how to use 911. So I'm going to play the role of the child, and we're going to show how it works when they call 911.
Great. (911) Center.
Hello, my mom fell from a ladder.
Okay, what's the address?
191 East Avenue.
All right, and what's the telephone number that you're calling from?
I think it's 232-1010.
Okay, how far did your mom fall?
She was on a little ladder. She was getting something from the cabinet.
Okay, how old is your mom?
27.
And is she conscious right now?
Yes, she is.
Okay, and is she breathing?
Yes.
Okay, so she fell just a short distance, just from the cabinetry?
Yes.
Okay, is she completely awake right now?
Yes.
Okay, is she breathing normally?
Yes.
Okay, where's your mom's injury at? Did she hurt her arm, her leg? Where's she hurt?
She's holding her leg.
Okay, is there any bleeding?
No.
Okay, and how long ago did this happen?
About 10 minutes.
All right, well, we're going to send an ambulance over for you. Do you have any dogs or cats?
No.
Okay, does your mom take any medication?
No.
All right, well, I want you to watch for the ambulance, and they'll be there as quickly as they can be, okay?
Okay, you'll
All
come
right.
soon?
Yes, we will.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
It seems like kids really have to know a lot of information.
Well, the most important information that they need to know is their address, the telephone number they're calling from, and the city that they live in or the town that they live in, and maybe the corner closest to their house. Everything else is information that we're going to ask them, and even if they don't know the information, as long as the person is conscious, the patient, they can ask that information of the patient at that point.
All right, and I know that you do this demonstration in schools.
Yes, we do.
Folks can just call. We have a number we want to put up on the screen now. It's 528-2200, and they can call 911 for this very same presentation. And I want to just quickly ask you, too, if you're home alone with your child, should you have a plan in case of an emergency?
Certainly, you should have a contingent plan so that your children can go to a neighbor's house or maybe a relative that's nearby. If that's not an option, then the ambulance will make arrangements to transport the children with you to the hospital.
All right, Steve Cousins with 911. Thank you very much. Excellent demonstration, good tips.
Thank you.
So, Rebecca, you see just how easy it is. Just teach them the name, the address, their phone number, and the closest corner.
And practice, practice. It's good you have that simulator because you've had experience where your children have practiced on their actual phone.
That's right, and police have actually shown up at my home, so.
Well, hey, but we're trying to teach our children the right way to do it.
That's
All
right.
Thanks a lot, Lynette. Okay.
And when they grow up, you might want to keep in mind that tuition may soon be going up at 14 of the community colleges across New York State. A State University of New York spokesman says that a key committee is considering the big increase, but the specific campuses have not yet been notified. Students who go to Monroe Community College may soon be able to live in residence halls. The Monroe County Legislature will vote on the issue of building dorms tonight. They would be built on several acres just north of the academic buildings. There are more than 7,000 full-time students at MCC and about as many part-time students. Some travel an hour or more to attend MCC.
I think it'd be good for the students that have to commute here. They drive like an hour, 2 hours back and forth. It's a lot of gas, especially in the winter.
If approved by the Monroe County Legislature tonight, 3 residence halls will be built to house 400 students. School nurses are busier than ever in tonight's Project Education on News 10 NBC at 6. We'll tell you why. Elizabeth Chernak will also have some tips if your child needs medication while at school.
So the big question this morning, will Air Jordan return to the hardwoods? Here's Rick Hager with sports in a minute.
Good morning. The great Michael Jordan is making another comeback, this time with the Washington Wizards. Jordan spoke with reporters in Chicago last night, and when asked if he was coming back, said, "I'm doing it for the love of the game." Jordan, now 38, said the official announcement would be made in Washington next week. The Buffalo Bills have lost their best defensive player. Linebacker Sam Cowart suffered a slight tear of his right Achilles tendon. He won't need surgery, but Coach Greg Williams said Cowart will be out a significant portion of the season. In the Monday Nighter, the Giants and Broncos played last night in Denver, and there's your final. And it was the Battle of Pittsford in high school soccer. Sutherland played at Mendon. The Knights trailed in the second half until Connor Cunningham got it ahead to Kyle Jackson. It was tied at 1-1, and that's how it ended. Mendon and Sutherland finished tied 1-1. And in baseball, the Yankees and Red Sox were rained out last night. That's sports this morning. Have a great day.
All right, we asked Gabe earlier, what do you think? Should Air Jordan go back to the games?
I give it a shot. You know, basketball has been kind of, you know, floundering around for a while. Let's see what happens. It'll inject a little life.
Obviously, his presence on the court will maybe sell some tickets.
And it is a NBC franchise in the playoffs.
So watch here.
Very good, Rich.
All right, a little plug in there for us.
Watch the games next season.
That's right.
Otherwise, today, you're not going to want to watch TV. You're going to want to get out and enjoy mostly sunny skies, cool breeze, temperatures upper 60s to lower 70s.
Hey, how about back to the 80s or 90s, huh? One more time?
Not in the next week or so, at least.
All right, so we'll keep the solar cover on the pool. Keep that water. Maybe we can get another good weekend out of it.
You had yours pumped up to like 85. It'll stay warm for a while.
Great.
Like a bathtub.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us for News 10 Today. The Today Show is coming up next.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.
Hey, don't walk like a cop, all right? You say you're serious about doing some good in the real world. Well, this is the place to learn.
Even those sworn to protect
Please get away from the girl!
are human.
What's wrong with street justice? Oh, just let the animals wipe themselves out. God willing.
Even those dedicated to keeping the peace can cross the line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Denzel Washington.
You think I'm crazy, right?
Ethan Hawke.
I think you're a road cop.
Training Day. Rated R. Starts September 21st.
Dad's Golden Rules. Rule number 2, money doesn't grow on trees. At Comfort Window and Door Company, we still remember Dad's Golden Rules, and we bring the highest quality products to Rochester without the highest prices. We let you choose your comfort level when deciding on windows, doors, decks, sunrooms, or siding. Visit our brand new showroom, see our hands-on displays, and check out our monthly specials, or call us and we'll bring the showroom to you. So make Dad proud and save money at Comfort Window and Door, the name you know and trust.
I was absolutely never hungry. There were times when I couldn't eat all the food.
Introducing LA Express Accelerated Weight Loss Program, exclusively from LA Weight Loss.
I lost 5 pounds in 7 days on LA Express, and it made me feel terrific.
In 1 week, I could wear a pair of jeans and zip them up comfortably that I hadn't worn probably in a couple years. I feel more than sexy. I feel like $1 million.
Now just $7 a week. Call for your free consultation. LA Weight Loss Centers, 1-800-526-SLIM.
Giving your health a helping hand. Kraft Chiropractic Associates.
For 80 years, your friends and neighbors have trusted the professionals at Kraft Chiropractic. Our commitment to your health is greater than ever. You'll see for free at our next Helping Hand seminar. Call now, 427-2180 for details. That's 427-2180.
Giving your health a helping hand. Kraft Chiropractic Associates.
For news that's live, local, and up to the minute, stay tuned to 10 NBC.
May have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Maybe not. Good morning. Air Jordan is taxiing for takeoff. Legendary basketball great Michael Jordan is getting ready to return to the game he loves today, Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
From NBC News, this is Today with Katie Couric and Matt Lauer. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Tuesday morning. I'm Matt Lauer.
And I'm Katie Couric. What's that Dolly Parton song? Here we go again.
Yeah, unbelievable. We've been talking about this for a long time. He retired from the game back in 1993 to try his hand at baseball. Then he returned in 1995. But he walked away again in 1999 after leading Chicago to 6 championships. Now the 38-year-old has been working out all summer, playing some pickup games against other NBA players. Outside his restaurant in Chicago on Monday, he told the Associated Press and other reporters, quote, "I'm doing it for the love of the game, nothing else, for the love of the game," unquote. Reached later by the Washington Post, his airness said he was not confirming a comeback. So, will he or won't he? We'll talk to Bob Costas about that in just a couple of minutes. We'll also turn our attention to the economy. Are consumers the only thing standing between us and a recession? We'll get the outlook on that from President Bush's Commerce Secretary.
And speaking of commerce, a man who knows a little bit about that will stop by. Or our old boss, recently retired GE Chairman Jack Welch, one of the most successful CEOs of the 20th century. Dun, da, da, da. We're going to find out what makes him tick. Then Senator Ted Kennedy will be here to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts.
And a little later on, we're going to have more of our Living Better series.